Crunchy.
Hello, Crunch Community. My name is Levi Out Loud. Call me Levi. Call me Loud. Just don't call me out. I'm here with John, and we'll be talking about the final episodes of Dandadan, episode 10 through 12. And what a joyous experience. This is probably one of my favorite animes to come out this year in 2024. Is it my best anime of the year? I don't know. I have to do some calculating. But it definitely is up there. It's definitely probably top five for me. It really sucks that we probably got to wait till like maybe like next summer for more episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it was a very fun, very emotional experience with episode seven. And yeah, these final episodes are a little bit lackluster. There wasn't anything like fight or anything, but it was still enjoyable to watch. Still had that dead energy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to do like a whole? Do you want to do a series review after we talk about episodes 10 to 12?
I mean, essentially, that's what we're doing now. We can kind of give it our rating since we're going to be going through these these last couple episodes that we've got. I mean, it's
Okay.
essentially the last of the series review.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, starting off episode 10. They the characters themselves. Um. So this is right after they sort of like are exposed. They're naked in front of like the whole school,
Yeah,
like
this
right through the
this this
hallways.
takes up right after that.
And I feel like we talked about this before because we were talking about the nurse just like hitting this old man.
Yeah,
I
that
guess
was wild.
I
Yeah, that
guess
was
we talked.
really
I
wild.
guess we talked it off stream because I remember you talking about that. That was just the most hilarious thing of this like nurse. Like, is she gonna be a recurring character, or is this just how the school is, or just the world? Just everyone's like a
Yeah.
weirdo.
Yeah, dude, it
um,
was it was definitely one of those scenes where I was just like, okay, she has to be included as part of the series because there's no way they gave this nurse that much personality.
just just an odd occurrence. It's just even they were a bit weirded out. But I was really nice just out with the whole conversation with them conversing. I'm trying to remember most of the conversing. Most I can think of is like Bubbles' friends are super. They do not take anything seriously. Like they had like a whole light show going on about.
Mhm.
Okay, this is probably why. And then the romance is seeming it's very realistic in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess I could agree with that. Like as the first time, like middle school, high school kind of relationship that you guys would have going on. I guess I get that. Yeah, it's very um relatable in the most realist ways. I think, especially when you start to explore new emotions that they're experiencing.
Yeah, I was enjoying the whole like where Momo finds out like, oh, why'd you want to keep the secret that you're working out, like the little teases and stuff like that.
Hmm.
That was really enjoyable. And then I think afterwards, I think all three of them. Oh, and then we get like a little bit of character development for Ira. Ira, I didn't know where I thought they just keep Ira being Ira, just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep that rumor about Momo.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
little bit of showing herself a little bit that she's not a total asshole.
yeah,
So
she's
for
like
there's some hope for the character.
yeah, she's like I spread that rumor. And then Momo befriends her. Um, so I'm glad to see this like little dynamic going on. Uh, and then we get they're doing like a lot of these like little weird alien uh cult monsters that isn't like a battle, but they're just like solving its problem. How do you feel about this? Because we got the mantis crab, right? It's like a
Yeah,
mantis crab.
I cannot remember the alien's name, but this crab puncher thing. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just gonna call him the alien for now. So like, we kind of get this really like side turn of what was going on with our main characters of what this alien is going through. Like he's got like some real hardships, like any other person, struggling to make money. And because of his physique and stuff, he takes on jobs that are, physically demanding, whether it's protecting somebody, fighting people, whatever the case is. Like he kind of explains that very well. And he's got a child that has a disease and he needs blood transfusions and stuff. So like he's just laying it all out there, man, for everyone to know. And um he's very infatuated with these people because they're actually being nice to him, giving him medical attention and stuff. So apparently he's never had medical attention before. So I mean, I was kind of fine with this because I felt like this is maybe like some type of plant for later. I guess like we may need this alien later on. So hopefully they find a way to keep up with this person or keep up with this alien. That way they have future allies for that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, so he's gonna become an ally. I was like, John will like this. He likes this the crab puncher guy or.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's pretty cool.
I like how Seiko was just like, oh, here's some milk, and he's like, this is exactly like my blood. I was
Yeah,
like,
that
what?
was the weirdest part, dude. Like, how was this thing's blood going to be made exactly from milk? But I mean, somewhere out there, in the universe, there's somewhere out there, that's a possibility. So, turns out that milk is essentially blood. But what I can't, I was going way too deep into the logics of it. But it was like they gave him a cow, right? Like, okay,
Yeah.
awesome, right? Gave him a cow, but this cow needs to give birth in order to keep producing milk. That makes sense?
uh,
So like they have like a ring of cows, and I don't know exactly the science and all that stuff, but like they do have a calf so that they can produce the hormones to give milk. So I don't know how only giving them one cow will help, but I feel like maybe he has to come back to get another cow because this one's no longer producing milk or something. I
oh,
don't know. So that
maybe.
might be the
That's
thing. He just makes the trip to get another milk, another cow, or whatever. I don't know. I was thinking too much about it, but it was just one of those things where I
that's
was just
you
like,
were thinking about the science and all that.
yeah. So I was
I
just
didn't
like,
think
why
about
why
that.
not just give him a bunch of like raw milk or something, but or whatever raw milk the cow could produce and then come back. But I don't know, whatever. It's logic, whatever. But I thought it
that
was an interesting concept at least.
that scene with him taking the uh the freaking cow was just really beautiful, and it was just like it was really like that. That's when he came in. He just
Yeah,
lit up the whole sky. I was like, okay, all right,
yeah.
that's.
I thought that was very very well animated. I really enjoyed that. I really did.
And then we get at the very final scene. Then we get an introduction of Jin, Jin and Noji.
Mm-hmm.
Did they call him Jin or Noji
No,
and Joji?
no, I can't remember.
I guess we'll call him
Gigi,
Gigi. Okay,
Gigi.
okay, cool, cool. So
Hey, but you're missing the rocket engine valve, bro.
the rocket engine?
Yeah, rocket engine valve. You remember that?
No.
She was doing the impression of rocket
Oh,
engine valve.
yeah, I don't know. I guess
I
that
didn't
was
get
like
the
a
reference at all. I didn't get it at all, dude. But I thought it was hilarious. So after
that.
the meme started coming out, I guess I kind of understood it. But yeah, she was like the way she changed her face. I thought that was pretty funny.
But yeah, and then like that's when Grandma Seiko, right?
Hmm.
Yes, Grandma Seiko. That's where she's like, oh yeah, that's her childhood first love, and I was like, oh, this is the classic. This is the girl she tells you not to. This is the guy that she tells you not to worry about.
Yeah, that's
this
essentially what it is.
this taller dude that has a better physique and everything,
Hmm.
and I honestly thought it would just be like a jock as also another like love interest. It it
Hmm.
it seems like they are making him to another love interest.
I
A
don't
little
know.
bit.
I'm
A
not. I'm
little
not.
bit.
They're selling him as that. You're right. They are selling him as that.
Yeah.
But is it for Momo? I don't think
Yeah. I
so.
feel like they might give us a twist on. We didn't get that much information from what we seen.
Hmm.
Uh, the next episode, that's where we see him like in the shenanigans of it, and
Yeah.
where he explained that he's gonna be staying at their house because this house is haunted,
Hmm.
and I'm really interested. And it sucks that we don't get like a solution to this like story
Oh, dude,
Um,
yes. I saw it coming. I saw it coming. I was like, man, there's only 2 episodes left. No way they're
oh,
gonna explore it. I was like, they're
oh,
gonna leave me on a cliffhanger, dude, and I'm gonna fucking hate it. That's exactly what they fucking
I
did.
was wondering. I was like, okay, I guess they can close his story up in two
I was like,
episodes.
no way they're gonna close it out in 2 episodes, especially when we're just riding the train. I'm like, no way, dude, no way. No, no, we're stuck, bro. We're stuck
well,
till summer.
I knew I knew his story wasn't getting closed when they had like a whole sub story
Exactly,
about this anatomical
exactly,
body
bro.
running through. I was like, what? Oh man, so
Although
weird,
the
weird.
that weird body thing kind of made me laugh. I'm not gonna lie.
Just
I kind of hated that he made me laugh as much as he did, bro. Just from the fact that he's screaming so much. Like, oh, I thought it was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. And then like the epic like love scene at the end where he's just like confessing. I thought it was just so cringe, but I couldn't help but laugh, dude. It was so bad.
yeah, it was really funny.
And I think the song was equally as funny too, like how dramatic it is.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was also just as funny. But like I said in the past, dude, I every song that they come and introduce in this, I really want to hear the OST, dude, because like every song I've heard here, I have really enjoyed thoroughly. Like each character theme, each whenever like some like like the upbeats, the downbeats, even like the simple slice of life stuff that I didn't think I was really even going to be into, but like the songs make it even better. Like I really want to have the OST available, dude, because it is one of my favorites so far of like
Yeah,
any
it's
anime
really
I've
good.
seen this
It's
year,
really
because like every song I really like it. I really like each song. And
yeah, it's
his
really
song
funky for me.
for the love part was so funny to me. It's so dramatic, so funny.
I really enjoyed it. And Ken, I was like, oh my god, that's where it ended. But it was just like Ken just memorizing the whole like love speech that was going on. Like, I'll
Hmm.
do anything for you. I will regret it. And I was like, all right.
Yeah,
And
the way he was doing it, like when he was
I
like,
did
"I'll
like the
fight."
chase scene. I did like the chase scene. The
Yeah.
chase scene was
Oh, the
funny.
chasing. Yeah, chasing was also epic. Yeah, I
Yeah,
really, I
just
really like that. I think that was the last time actually in the series that we see him transform. So
yeah, that was the last time. Um, was there anything else to say? I like how G, uh Gigi was like very open minded to what was going on. Like he didn't
yeah,
really question anything. Like he did question stuff, but like he was like, "Oh, that's cool." I was
he's
like,
like,
"Oh,
"Yep, this is the
transformation."
this is the world we live in, I guess."
I was like, "Oh, what's up with the dirty jokes going on?"
Yeah, he legit just didn't understand what was going on with his balls.
And then once they do cut into the next episode, I like how everyone just like begs the Grandma Seiko, like, okay, can you let this like this Emma Taco body stay here? They're like,
Hmm.
you let the cat stay here, and then, like, I like Turbo Granny, which is like, I'm not the same thing as that. I can eat.
Yeah.
um, and then I was almost about to get emotional. I was like, is this an emotional scene? Like, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Like, because we see this dude running out the school
Yeah.
because he's gonna go beat her, and then he just gets hit fucking by a fucking tree.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, he did.
or
I
a
don't know
car.
if that's gonna come into play later on. Like we're gonna see him somehow put himself back together because we saw him get destroyed before, but he did it himself.
He did become back together.
No, but like he got like destroyed this time. Does that make sense? Like instead of him like making himself fall apart, like all his pieces, like it looked like he was destroyed, like he got ripped to shreds, if that makes
Okay.
sense. So I don't know if we're gonna see later on down the line how he got back together or if somebody
Oh.
helped, like you know what
Oh.
I mean? Like instead of it
Okay.
being like his because his pieces didn't only fall out, but he got like destroyed. And then we
Yeah.
see him
Yeah.
again, he's back together. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like somewhere down the line we're gonna see what happened that night or whatever the case. But
Yeah. I was like,
uh
man, am I about to see this like them wait and wonder where this guy came from? Like I
yeah.
was like, and then he saw Sean was like, what the hell? And Mom was like sleeping on the floor.
Yeah,
Um,
and he said like from then on he'll be there by 2 a.m. So I was like, okay, but he's saying 2 a.m. for a reason. So like something did happen, bro. Something did happen that day. Where like now he's got to do something before 2 a.m. I don't know what the case
I didn't
is,
think of
but
that. I think it's just she's like, you can come every day.
yeah,
um, so going to Gigi's story, I didn't say it, but like, oh my god, they're really building up this story. It's so good.
yeah,
Like,
they did a good job
just
building the
the
story.
the whole like oh, they had mediums come by and try to exercise the house, and like five of the seven that came by committed suicide. And you
Mm-hmm.
just see this was in like the episode right before, and you see like one step in the train, one was hanging, and uh, I forgot what the other one was done. But it is very dark, and
Mm-hmm.
then like you hear like a little about Gigi. Like he said he saw the monster,
Mm-hmm.
and it was very like when he admits that, it's just very he speaks it so nonchalant. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
saw it, and then that's when you get him like try to sleep, and he can't sleep, and he just
Yeah.
sees it, and you
Yeah,
see
and he's
his
still kind of like suffering in his head, like he still can't sleep. So that means that he's been without sleep for a very long time. And just but to see him still be like such a positive character, cuz like those people who have like malicious intent, but they're
yeah.
kind of showing this side of themselves. And that's what I thought was going to happen here. But he kind of just seems like a genuinely good person. And I think we start to see that with Okarun as well, that we start to see like I can't find anything to hate about this
Yeah, that
person.
is true. That is true. Um, like I can't hate this dude.
Yeah.
He's too likable, like
Yeah,
a golden
and to think
retriever.
that like he's been going through this sleep thing and to still kind of keep this character or his character true, I guess. Like I guess I could say since this is all we know him as, then I think it kind of shows that he is just a genuinely good character, even though he's been suffering like this.
Mhm. I was like when I saw the monster or whatever's that's plaguing him, I was like, holy shit, that looks creepy as hell. That
It
looks like
does.
something. That looks like it's a famous urban story. The you know what I'm talking about, right? Like
Not
it's
right
like
now.
it's almost close to like the Wendigo, the Wake.
Uh,
I think it's called the Wake or something like
the
that.
Wake. I don't know what
Yeah,
that one is. I
it's
think.
like it's like one of those it's like those slender white paled log.
Hmm.
It's almost like a Wendigo,
Okay.
but it's like this very famous creepy pasta, and it just blew up. But it
Hmm.
almost looks like a Wendigo, and that's I was like, holy shit, that looks creepy. I was like, I don't think we're gonna get to this. I was like, there's no way. And then as you said,
Yeah,
the
I kept
train.
I kept pausing and I kept looking at the minutes left. I was like, no way, dude. They did not know. I'm gonna be left on a fucking cliffhanger, dude. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be
And you know what?
so mad.
I thought that because some anime series and 13 episodes, so I was like, okay, maybe we'll get another episode. And I looked it up. I was like, no, this is the final episode. Fuck. Let's say the trade part was pretty good. We I really enjoyed Ken and Gigi's like interaction with each other. It was just
Yeah.
so wholesome, and how Ken was just trying to not to like this guy, and he couldn't find a reason. And
Hmm.
then he's like, I'm gonna press Momo. I'm gonna press her. I've been saving up this conversation.
Yeah.
And then Momo, like, she gets trapped in it. And then Gigi, he somehow gets interested as well. And then Ken doesn't realize that he's finding something to talk to with Gigi, and Gigi's actually
Hmm.
responding to him.
Yeah.
And then Ken's like, "You're my friend." He's like, "Oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Yes, I can be your friend."
Yeah.
And it was really cool.
Yeah.
And
Agreed. Yeah. It's just one of those things, when you're trying to find something to not like about a person, but then like you just find out that they just have genuine intentions, and to see that coming from Canyon, seeing someone else experience those feelings, it's like, okay, well, it kind of validates how you have felt in the past as well.
yeah, and it's also just like just a little bit of like try not to overthink things. And that was
Hmm.
just Ken trying to overthink like this whole thing going on. Like he's making himself depressed. Just how uh, Momo is enjoying Gigi's company.
Yeah.
Uh, Going into it, they walk a bunch of stairs, and I was
Oh,
like,
dude, same, bro, same on those stairs, bro. I would have fucking died. I would have
yeah.
died, bro. No way I'm making it up all those stairs, dude.
I, I was like, I always wanted to visit Japan and like maybe China,
We're too
and
fat, bro. We're too fat to go to Japan, bro. We're way too
and
fat.
they always have like they always have some stairs to climb, man. But you just got to
They don't
put
even
up
they don't
that
even make
extra
doors for people our size, bro. We're too damn big, bro.
strength.
Chair, we won't fit in any chair out there, dude.
They have some fat people in Japan.
Yeah, but they're like extremely fat, like like those are sumo wrestlers, bro, and they can still kick our ass.
um, when we get to the house, it's just a regular house. And Mom was like, "Oh, there's nothing here. It must be like a weak spirit."
Hmm.
um, so she's like, "Oh, so this will be easy." And I don't know what like. Damn, I really hate these like little teases and flirts and stuff like that. Like, oh wow, is this gonna be another romantic scene? She's like, "Oh,
Hmm.
come sit right next to me, kid." I was like, "That was the move. That was the move." And she's like,
Yeah.
"All right, I'm gonna go to the I'm gonna go to the hot spa." I was like, "What the fuck?" And you know what? And Momo is such a great wingman. Like
Hmm.
she left so uh Ken and Gigi could have like some like bro time, which I thought
Yeah,
was like
that yeah,
really
she
cool.
left for the bromance. Yeah, when we got into that, I was like, oh,
I
okay, I get it now. What
was
she's
like,
trying to do is let him make more friends, I guess. Um,
that is really cool of her. That is
yeah, but
really cool.
also in between all of that, we're also getting like the classic horror movie tropes of like the people in this little village look very different than them. And
Okay,
so
yeah.
they're hinting that there's something going on with these people, like kind of stalking them around. So I kind of really like that aspect as well because it kind of shows what this show is also still doing as well, with just like ghosts and ghouls and stuff like that. That they're still playing around with these horror tropes and stuff. So I kind of like that they're also playing around with that as well in the background.
Yeah, it was super um it was super eerie and super scary. I was like, oh my god, there's a lot of these guys. They looked almost like the aliens that we see before, like a little bit.
A little bit, yes. Yeah, like the skin that they're wearing, a little bit like
Yeah.
that.
And then so once you get there, that's when I Gigi and Ken are just played soccer.
Hmm.
I guess Gigi hits him with a question like, Do you do you love Mo, right? Was it like or love?
Love.
And he was like, "Oh, I really respect her." And then
Hmm.
he's like, "Oh, well, I love her face and her personality." He's like, "No, no, no. I also love that."
Yeah.
It's like you just said respect. He's like, "Well, I do it on top of that." So then they're fighting. So I'm like, okay, I wonder. Okay, so maybe this might be an interest, or maybe just playing around, kid. I don't know yet. We need to see more. But that's when they notice that there's an extra room in the
Hmm.
foyer, which I'm
Yeah.
gonna need to replay the episode to see if that's actually not there. Did you do that?
I did, yeah. So you could see that there's like this extra side to the house that
Yeah.
I guess they really didn't think about.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like just an entire piece of the building that appeared, right?
It didn't just appear. It was there, but it wasn't like initially available to see. Like it was just kind of just there in the background. But
Oh,
like
okay,
they
okay,
did a pretty good job of like kind of hiding it away, but you can see it's there.
okay. So that's when they just start, shredding the wall, trying to get to the extra room. And
Hmm.
even Gigi's like, "Oh, it's like we shouldn't be doing this. Like, it's this house is under rent." But it kind of showed his tenacity of wanting to solve what this
Hmm.
thing is. Like, so I think he was showing a
Yeah.
little bit of his like inner truth.
Yeah, and then we see like that the walls are just covered with this paper that they've been using. I don't know the exact name for it, but the paper that they've been
Shaman.
using to shaman, yeah. They've been using that paper like to keep spirits out, and it's just completely covered.
Yeah,
The walls are the walls, floors, and ceiling are completely covered with
yeah.
this paper.
I was like, I didn't know if that was like the actual wall at first. I was like, yo, this is. I was like, okay, is are they letting something out? Like, did they
Yeah,
just?
I felt like they were like letting something out too, like when they opened it up.
And then once that happens, we cut to Momo, who's in the spa,
Hmm.
and they like then these like five dudes show up. Oh, we got a hot lady over here. I was like, what
Yeah,
the fuck is going on here?
yeah, they're super creepy, dude. I was like, oh shit, here we go again.
And then I was like, okay, so he's like, don't you see that this is a co-ed restroom or co-ed hot spot? He's like, how am I supposed to see that? It's like all shaded. And I
Yeah,
was like, yo, might want to bust out the powers, Momo, like
yeah,
right now, like now, okay. She's like, I don't know if I can take them all, my powers. Like, yes, yes, you can. And then
yeah,
of
dude.
course, then she gets pulled in on water, and that's where it ends off.
Yeah, it
So
literally leaves you out like that, dude. No preview, no
no,
like what's
yeah,
gonna
no,
happen next, dude. Just like straight up ends.
yeah. And so she's gonna be underwater for. I've been seeing like poor Momo. She's underwater for the next 7 months.
Yeah,
Oh man, but yeah, I was just like at that point, I was like, oh, this is where it ends. It literally ends on the worst cliffhanger, like, which is about to be
exactly.
good.
I knew it was going to, man. I knew it was going to leave us on a big cliffhanger. I could feel it in my bones, dude,
Yeah,
and throughout the entire episode.
I'm just so mad at uh Ira's not a part of this, like also as well. Cause, but
True.
I guess we'll get to see Ira and Shinji react. 'Cause I really want to see them react. Because overall, Shinji's been super like interesting. You know, like
Hmm.
really like energetic and just super weird on how he just like moves around.
Hmm. Yeah.
There was that entire scene where Ken he was just like, "Oh, I'll I gotta confess my love to her," because he was thinking about the mannequin thing. We didn't talk about that, and
Yeah.
then like I was like, "Oh my god, this feels a little bit cringe," because
It was very cringe.
he starts reciting a poem, and Shinji, I guess he joins in, think he's like playing a game or something like that,
Hmm.
and so they're both going around Momo.
Yeah. Very cringy, bro. There was a lot of points in that where it was just super cringy, bro.
I was like, no, stop. Um, but yeah, I'm really enjoying Shinji and kids like little bromance going on. Seems like he could literally be a big bro to Ken. Or just like best friend in general, like the guy best friend.
Hmm.
Um, like how he went for the handshake. All right, we're friends, right? And then he just goes in for the headlock.
Yeah, exactly.
I also like how Ken was like, "Oh, I win."
Yeah.
he's like, "You can't just say you won without telling me." He's like, oh, I win." But yeah, overall, it's really good. I really enjoyed this anime. Man, it was really great. It was really great watching this, talking about it. But really glad you joined me, John. Really glad you enjoyed the glaze, man. Really glad I
I'm
got you into
telling you,
it.
dude, it did not sell itself this way, bro. I'm telling you. And you got to tell people to get to at least through episode 7. You have to tell people that
Get
because
to episode
episode
7.
7 is really where it peaks, dude.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if they do
exactly.
more stories like this and they take care of some of these characters the way that they do, man, I think, it has a lot of potential to be a really good anime.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Overall, the animation, the emotional scenes, that emotional scene was not something I was expecting from this type of
Same,
shonen. I
same.
like, not say that shonen doesn't have emotional scenes. Like I could, I like One Piece emotional, Dragon Ball Z might. Oh well, I don't know because they just revive. Um, like, eh, not saying that Show Jump does have some base, but this was really really profound and just really almost that entire scene with the mother and daughter could just been its own separate thing. Like
Yeah.
it's like what people say about the first 12 13 minutes of Up, exactly
Hmm.
with that one. That was just so good. And I can't wait for more of that because I think that was like the major. I think that was just for specific characters. So I'm really looking forward to see Gigi's. Like I'm
Hmm.
really looking forward to it. That's what I've been hinging on, and I think this party grows even bigger because they were showing they've been showing like something where Grandma Seiko has to deal with like all these kids, stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to it. John, I have one question for you. Are you interested in read the manga? Are you gonna cheat yourself and read through it?
I might. I'm not gonna lie to
Really?
you. I
You
might.
might? Oh man, bro.
It
Oh man.
depends, but because it's gonna be coming out in the summer, I might be able to convince myself
To
to
wait
wait.
for it. Yeah.
The one I'm considering reading now is Chainsaw Man because it's taking so long to kind of find out what happens next.
Okay.
So I'm kind of considering reading that one.
I think you can wait, bro. I think you can wait for Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is my favorite. I don't say that like I'm caught up in Chainsaw Man,
Mm.
but oh man, just yeah, I don't know, bro. I think you can wait for Chainsaw Man. I think you can do it. I think you will enjoy yourself if you wait for it.
But when is it coming out? Do you even know?
Because I know that the next arc is gonna be a movie.
A movie.
Yeah, the next arc, which it makes sense. It does make sense. Uh, let's see. I don't.
It says new trailer soon. That's all I see.
So it was announced that the movie was announced in December 2023. So it might come out in 2025.
Yeah, no treat, no nothing yet.
Might come out in 2025. But oh man,
We'll
bro.
see, dude.
Yeah, that's one up there. But yeah, that's
Honestly, honestly, the movie might make it worse, bro. I might start reading the manga right after the fucking movie, dude. Who knows?
probably. I think after the movie is probably like peak Chainsaw Man. The arc right afterward is peak.
Hmm.
But yeah, but going back to Dead Dead, yeah, this was honestly probably going to be one of my maybe top 10 favorite animes, maybe like of all time, maybe,
Of all time, not just this year.
yeah, of all time. I really enjoyed
Okay.
it. I really enjoyed it. Um, and this is like a future prediction because I can't really settle on it because it's only the 12, 13 episodes, but I
Hmm.
really feel like this is going to be one of my favorites.
I mean, you
Like
know, dude. I mean, anime is known to fall off pretty hard sometimes, dude. We'll see.
that is true. That is true. I'm not one to like because I know we had some anime end this year like uh let's see, My Hero and then Jujutsu Kaisen. A
Hmm.
lot of people feel um like or and speaking of one that ended like after it's been like 10 years, Attack on Titan. A lot of people
Hmm.
feel like the ending soils the entire anime, and for me, I'm like if it's a bad ending, it doesn't ruin the anime for me, so that's one thing. But overall, yeah, what would you give this the first season of Dandadan, John?
First season of Dandadan. Collectively, collectively, I will give it an 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
Okay, that is fair. Um, so for me, I'm gonna be giving it a 9 out of 10. Nine
Dude,
out of
man, you just handed out a bunch of nines, dude. I'm just kidding.
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
I thought you were gonna give it a 10. I'm not gonna lie. I thought
It
you're
sounds good.
you just give out tens for anything, dude.
If it's really good, I think it deserves. If it's really good, I think it deserves that 10. And nine was just a little bit. I just thought maybe the cliffhanger and usually season finale something like to get excited for. This one was just like a little bit of very like a very strong tease,
Yeah,
and I just feel like some departments were just going a little bit slow, but overall I just really enjoyed it. That's a 9 is not bad. A 9 is like very very good. I don't think I've given the anime season a 10 yet. Um,
I'm sure you have.
maybe I'll have to look at the scores.
I'm sure you have, dude. I'm sure you have.
I mean, if anyone wants, check me in the comments. I mean, but this is probably the most fun I had in watching anime. So this will all depend. Will all depend because we do like to collect what our favorite anime of the year, best anime of the year, and stuff like that. So it's gonna say something. This is my favorite.
Yeah, dude.
It's definitely one of the contenders.
Yeah, and if I this is a highly recommended watch for me. Like also like especially if you're already like watching anime, definitely definitely recommend it. But if you are trying to convince someone to watch this that has never seen anime, you got to ease them into it. You got to get them to at least get to episode 3, 4. Like you got to convince them to get to 3 or 4 cuz this is if you are trying to convince someone to watch anime, this is really throwing them in the deep end in terms of like the anime humor that you kind of get immersed into or eased into with animes you may watch. So this one goes really hog wild with some of the jokes
Yeah.
and the themes as well. So it's not for people who are newer to anime, but if you already like anime or you are okay with the humor that some animes have, like definitely give it a watch. This is a highly recommend for me.
If you're trying to recommend to someone, just ask them, "Hey, do you like dick jokes?" And depending on the answer, we'll let you know if they will like this anime. I just can't get over like nuts. Like, oh, you always talk about your nuts. I was like, what?
Yeah,
This is just such a normal conversation.
exactly,
It's like,
exactly.
oh, I didn't know dirty jokes were so so in now. I enjoyed it. It was very fun. Can't wait for next year. I don't know what the next anime I want to watch. Is there a next anime that you're coming up that you want to
I
see?
think I might start going back to keep up with Dragon Ball Daima. I kind of fell off on watching that one every week. So
Okay, cool,
I
cool.
think that one's gonna be ending soon. I think. I'm not sure. So I think I might pick that one back up because I think I'm only like 3 episodes in.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go and pick that one back up right now.
I will say that I will be watching because I do need to catch up on it, see if it's standing up. But I will be watching ReZero season three. ReZero is one of my favorite isekais. One of my favorite. Change that. It is my
Mhm.
favorite isekai, and I heard season three is going off really great.
Yeah, I've
Uh,
heard of ReZero popping mouth recently.
yeah, the season three, the first episode is like an hour long.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but they do that with like all their first season episodes. Like it is that good. So I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to that. I'll try watching that, and I think that's about it that I'm missing out on. I think there's been a couple more that I need to see. Like Girls Band Cry had a very killer opening. Maybe I'll try giving Ninja Kamui. I heard Ninja Kamui fell off a little bit, but overall, yeah, I'll let you guys know whatever else I'm watching. Um, but Johnny, final thoughts?
No man, that's it. Highly recommend it.
All right, guys, go out and watch Dandadan if you haven't. Look forward to the next episodes. I can't wait to watch it. This is definitely something I'll be looking forward to in 2025. Like and subscribe. All in all, stay crunchy.